Okay, all right, let's move on. Vivek is back with us to tell us about Adani Ports update. Vivek?
Well, that's right. An operational update coming in from Adani Ports. To reiterate, the key numbers to keep an eye out for. The company handled 25.1 million metric tons of total cargo in December 2022. The container volumes were up 8% on a year-on-year basis. April to December 2022, the volumes have gone up by almost 8% on a year-on-year basis. Now, what is interesting is that Morgan Stanley has written a note. While they have an overweight with the stance on the stock with the target price of close to 1,030 rupees, what they are saying is that the cargo growth is down 13% sequentially for Adani Ports in the third quarter. And they're saying that there is now a downside risk to the company's stated guidance of 350 to 360 million metric tons for FY23. So what they're saying, to now reach the lower end of the guidance, the company will have to show an implied ask rate, which is almost of 24% growth for Q4 on a year-on-year basis, which at this point of time appears challenging given the softness seen in the cargo volumes.
Okay, thanks a lot for that. That's on Adani Ports. Abhishek is with us to talk about RBL Bank. Abhishek, how did it look?
Well, the business update, Sonia, of RBL Bank is one of the best that you are seeing in 3-4 years with respect to loan growth, and the CASA ratio or the low-cost deposit ratio is at all-time high. So deposit growth YOY of 11% is perhaps the best in 5 quarters, and the sequential loan growth or sequential deposit growth of 3% is perhaps the best in 3 quarters. The loan growth of 14% YOY is the best in 12 quarters, and the 5.8% growth that you are seeing on a sequential basis is perhaps the best in last 15 quarters. The CD ratio or the credit deposit ratio has improved, which suggests in a rising interest rate scenario there could be uptick in the net interest margin. The CASA ratio or the low cost deposit ratio now, unlike peers who have reported data wherein the decline is seen, over here the CASA ratio has jumped and is at all-time high of 36.6%. Back to you.
Okay, all right, Abhishek, thanks a lot for that. Well, we've got pre-open rates that are in, and Sonia and Lata, we were saying earlier today that the FIs, they've gone all in on the short side, which may not be such a bad thing. The gap up is around 60 points odd. My guess is that, don't chase the gap up, you'll get an intraday dip, and that could provide a better entry opportunity. So just keep that in mind. Yesterday, we ended at the low point of the day, so we are undoing some of the weakness that we saw in the final hour of trade. That 18,000 odd mark should hold out, 17,950 to 18,000. If that does hold out, given the kind of positioning, we could see a bit of a relief rally from here on. Just want to make that point on the index.
Yeah, actually, it could be even much more than a relief rally, considering that you said that the market is sitting so short, the FI is sitting short. So at some point, there can be panic short covering. Let's see how things pan out. Mitesh, that question to you later. I just wanted quickly your view on RBL Bank. Have you looked at that chart?
I have, Lata. It's been buzzing. It's been showing a very strong uptrend for many weeks now. And I think the long-term trend has also reversed. Rallied from 75 to 175. I think now I would want to buy it and pull back around 155, 160 zone. You will get it. And then I think I'm looking at a target of 240 in a positional sense.
Okay, well, thanks for that. We're just waiting for the markets to open. Looks like it's going to be a decent opening after what was quite a weak showing yesterday. 18,100 is what the SGX Nifty is suggesting. Whether we get past that, only time will tell. Couple of stocks that do deserve mention, though. Keep an eye out on what's happening with the metal names. It's been very volatile last few days. This morning, the indications are that the start will be in the green, but it's been one up day, one down day. JSW Steel, Tata Steel, etc. So just be a bit cautious over there. And telecom looks like it's set to gain, up almost about 1.5%. That's the first tick on the index. It looks decent at the moment. 18,000 is holding for now, up about 50 odd points. The start is in the green on the mid-cap end as well, up about 117 odd points. And it's a good market breadth. Now, whether this sustains, we'll have to wait and watch. But for now, the